Hello everybody, and welcome back to the channel for this week's safety recap. Before we get started, make sure you give me a thumbs up down below here to encourage me to make more videos of this type. Also, subscribe to my YouTube channel where you'll find additional videos of this nature, toolbox safety topic videos, and leadership training videos. And if you find this information useful or helpful, make sure you share it with your colleagues and coworkers. Let's go ahead and get started with the weekly recap. First, I wish to thank all those who welcomed me onto their job site this past week. As I walked the sites, I was impressed by performance and safety and production. Please continue doing the good work in a safe, timely, and efficient manner and continue to be the example that others wish to emulate. Now, there were a few noted items of safety concern, and I will address them after a few words about breaking out of a slump and getting motivated. I read this article on Inc.com by Chris Winfield, and it's called 13 Ways to Break Out of Any Slump and Get Motivated. When you're in a slump, you're not in for much fun. Unslumping yourself is not easily done. By Dr. Zeus. During the 1965 baseball season, Hall of Famer Willie Mays went through a 0 for 24 slump. 24 consecutive times he got up and he got out. Game after game, day after day, nothing but failure, nothing but outs. Imagine if he had just quit right then. More to come on Willie later. One of my best friends is currently in a slump, except he's not a baseball player. He's an entrepreneur, a dad, and a great guy. He feels like a complete failure. I had coffee with him last week and listened to the despair in his voice and the hopelessness. I could relate to everything he was saying. You see, I've been through many slumps in my life. Slumps felt like they were going to last forever. Slumps that I thought I was never going to be able to get out of. But I always did. These 13 simple techniques can help you become more positive and motivated and break you out of any slump. Number 1, acknowledge it. A slump is no different than any other problem or obstacle in life. You can't simply stick your head in the sand and deny that it exists. Admit that you feel really low right now. Acknowledge there is a problem. Start here. Number 2, accept it. This is how you feel right now. There is no getting around it. Accept it. Say a couple of things like this to yourself. This won't last forever. I feel like a failure, but I know I will get better. This too shall pass, and it will. Number 3, be open to letting go. Do you know someone who always has some kind of drama in their life, and they always seem to love to tell you about it? They are stuck in perpetual victim mode, and it's an easy but painful place to live. If you want to get out of your slump, you have to be willing to let it go. Don't look for sympathy, look for solutions. Number 4, talk about it. When we get stuck in a dark place, we start thinking that we're the only ones who have ever felt this bad. But once you start to talk to people and really open up, you begin to realize that everyone has been there at different points in their life. Number 5, don't throw a pity party. You feel down, you feel like a failure, you feel like things are never going to get better. So what do? You throw a pity party. You tell more and more people about how unfair things are. You want their pity. You want them to tell you that you are justified and that you should feel bad. But this only has the effect of prolonging it. When you're in this mode, you are not looking for any solutions. You're just looking for people to feel sorry for you. Cancel your pity party. Focus on getting out of it instead. Number 6, go on a positive mental diet. While I was talking to my friend and trying to help him out of his slump, he started to tell me about all the terrible things that were currently going on in the world. It turns out that he's been watching the news a lot. His mind is getting filled with negativity and it's making things worse. We have to be very careful about what we allow into our mind on a consistent basis. The news, negative people, darkness, it can all make us feel worse. It leads to fear and aggression and hinders your creativity and ability to think deeply. Read, watch, and listen to things that are going to uplift you, not depress you. Number 7, raise your energy level. When you're feeling down, you need to do things that are going to raise your energy level. The old adage, move a muscle, change a thought, is certainly true. Go for a walk. Do a quick workout. Do a few push-ups. Do anything that is going to get you out of yourself for a few minutes and get your blood flowing. Number 8, thank it. Everything in life is a lesson. It's just up to you to see it that way. What can be learned from this slump? What is it telling you? How is it helping you to change? As hard as it might be thankful for this experience. Be thankful for the lessons it's teaching you. In the words of the writer Haruki Murakami, God, I probably slaughtered that name. And once the storm is over, you won't remember how you made it through, how you managed to survive. You won't even be sure whether the storm is really over. But one thing is certain, when you come out of the storm, you won't be the same person who walked in. That's what this storm is all about. Number 9, surround yourself with positive people. You are the average of 5 people you spend most of your time with. Jim Rohn. Are you spending most of your time with negative people? Take a close look at whom you are with most and what their attitudes are like. If they are disproportionately negative, make some changes. Start seeking out people who are positive and who are going to lift you up. This one might be hard at first. Who wants to be around a really happy person when you feel like dirt? But it's crucial. Number 10, shock your system. Sometimes it's a matter of changing everything up, or just changing one big thing to shock your system. Many times slumps come from getting in a rut, and then they slowly get worse as you get more and more comfortable in that rut, even though you gradually feel worse and worse. So, you need to do something to shock your system into action. Are you a night owl? Try waking up early for a week. Are you super serious? Make laughter a priority for a few days. Always online and on your phone? Try a digital detox. Number 11, help someone else. One of the best ways to change your entire mood is to help someone else. It's quite possibly the most effective and gratifying way to truly get out of yourself and give back. As product designer D. Keith Robinson points out, often when I'm not sure where to start or have a mountain of daunting tasks piling up, I begin by asking someone else if they need help with anything. To me, it's probably the single most motivational productivity tip I can think of. Sure, it's slightly counterintuitive as you potentially taking on work, but the rewards are mighty. I find that after I spend some time helping someone else get started or finished, I'm refreshed and ready to get going on my own stuff. Try it. It works every time. Feeling overwhelmed and down? Simply help someone else. And this is my favorite. Number 12, be grateful. When you're stuck in a slump, it's easy to feel like there's nothing good in your life. But I found out this couldn't be further from the truth. No matter what was going on in my life, business problems, I was sick, someone cut me off in traffic or whatever, there was always something I could find to be grateful for. All you have to do is think about one thing that is good in your life, and now add another, and another, and one more to the list. Soon you will see how blessed you really are. Number 13, take action. It's now time to take action. Decide on one step that you can take to pull yourself out of this slump. What are you going to do right now? Start really small. The whole point is to just do something that will make you feel better. Start right now. And as for Willie Mays from the beginning, how did he do during that horrible season in which he went 0 for 24? He wound up breaking the National League record for home runs and being named MVP. Not a bad way to recover from a slump. You're off to the great places. Today is your day. Your mountain is waiting, so get on your way. Dr. Zeus. On with the recap. Let's talk about respirable silica dust. Breathing in very small, respirable silicon dust particles causes multiple diseases, including silicosis, an incurable lung disease that leads to disability and death. Respirable silica dust also causes lung cancer, chronic obstructive pulmonary disease, COPD, and kidney disease. Exposure to respirable silica dust is related to the development of autoimmune disorders and cardiovascular impairment. These occupational diseases are life-altering and debilitating disorders that annually affect thousands of workers across the United States. Ensure our team members are aware of hazards associated with the silica dust and how to protect themselves from exposure. Read the OSHA silica standard as well as be familiar with Table 1. Let's talk about hearing protection. OSHA requires the use of hearing protection when exposed to noises greater than 85 dBA. And there's free apps that you could buy on the App Store, and they work pretty good. I've done some tests on them. So, face protection. Face protection is required when performing activities that produce flying debris such as grinding and chipping operations, as well as chainsaw operations. Face protection must be used in conjunction with face protection. Ensure team members are trained to the when and why of face protection, and make sure they are provided with the proper shield for the task being performed. Let's talk about PPE. Ensure that team members have been provided the basic PPE, hard hat, gloves, safety glasses, work boots, and high-vis clothing. Ensure that team members wear the said PPE while on the job site. And now let's talk about equipment. Ensure equipment inspections are performed on a daily basis prior to the commencement of work activities. Inspections are to be documented and deficiencies reported immediately so that repairs can be effected. All right, boys and girls, that's it for this week's safety recap. Thanks for stopping by, and thanks for watching. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up down below here to encourage me to make more videos of this type. Also, subscribe to my YouTube channel where you'll find additional videos of this nature, toolbox safety topic videos, and leadership training videos. And if you found this information useful, make sure that you share it with your colleagues and coworkers. And until we see each other again, take care of yourself because you're number one. Look out for your coworkers and help ensure their safety. Have a grateful day. And remember, I will see you in the field. All right. Boy, those 13 were kind of hard for me to get to, but listen, we all get in a slump. I've been in slumps. You've been in a slump. Your neighbor's been in a slump. And all those 13 items are good ways to start motivating people, getting them to change their thought pattern. Sometimes being in a slump is just that. You're in a slump, and it's because of a thought pattern. You've gotten trapped by something that's causing you to be in a negative state. So exercise those when you're in a slump. Some of you may be in a slump right now, and some people stay in slumps for years, and then some people never get out of the slump. They just live a negative life, which to me is kind of a scary thought. Anyway, if you need a special toolbox safety topic video, leave something down in the notes in the comments, and we'll see about getting that video made. If you have a specific question about safety, make a comment, ask the question down below, and we'll start a conversation and get that taken care of for you, get you some information. Remember, these can be used as toolbox safety topic videos on your job site as well. The only thing you need to be concerned about is having a sign-in sheet, date it, reference the video you watched, be it this one. I've got several more out there. Other people do the videos. Have your people watch the video, have a discussion about the video, have your people sign off that they watched it, and then that becomes a document that you can provide to OSHA to verify that you do training in hazard recognition, hazard mitigation for your team, for your job site, and for your company. If you watch to the very end this way, I'll put some more of those Easter eggs I've been putting in, and you can give me a comment on those as well. Anyway, I think that's it. Thanks for watching. Have a grateful day, and I will see you in the field. Stop recording.